everybody, and welcome back to The New Nasty Boys. I'm your co-host this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you decide to watch or listen to this thing, Billy DeVore. And sitting next to me is my co-host,
Chris Weir. What's up, Nasty Nation? Welcome back to the Fart Dungeon. Good to have you back.
And I'll let you know, about 10 minutes before we started recording, one did slip out, and it did delay recording.
It was him. It didn't slip out for me. Just so there's no ambiguity here.
My bad.
We had to pause for about 5 minutes because it was hot. It was very hot in here.
Very hot, very heavy. It was almost like a smog.
The lens was fogging up.
We cracked the fish tank off camera. They're finally dead. We did it.
Yeah, they're all floating upside down. We did it!
Well, not really upside down, more of on their side on the floor.
Yeah, begging for mercy. They're making like the shoot me motion with their fins right now.
Just to, hey, help me.
That algae wasn't there before. What's going on?
It's good. When did the bottom of my tank become wood? What happened to these little blue rocks?
Oh, it's all brown in there now. What's going on?
And I'm choking. Ah, shit, man. How was your week?
It was pretty good. Pretty chill. It was Mother's Day Sunday. Hung out with the mamas. All of them. Just everybody's mamas. All your moms say hi.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I can second that.
Yeah, buddy. I went to Show Chameleon. Saw you there. But it was pretty low-key. How about yourself? What you do?
It was good. Wednesday, closed out the Pro-Amic Go Bananas. Mm-hmm. Thursday, did a show at Comet. And then did the show with you at Chameleon. Friday, did a spot at Commonwealth Sanctuary. Saturday, went to my buddy's wedding shower.
Mm-hmm. Did you do some time there?
Dude, okay. Okay.
Lay it on me. You got a story to tell. Don't hold back. We don't got a Patreon. Lay it out.
Lay it out so everyone can hear it. Look, they had a PA set up, and I was like, oh, God, no. Dude, I looked at my buddy. I looked at Matt, and I went, do not make me do stand-up. Don't tell anyone. I'm here and available to do stand-up. He went, deal, whatever. Dude, and then this guy walks in with a guitar, and he is doing his acoustic stuff, and he looks exactly like you imagine.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say it was Peter Frampton.
I was going to say more along the lines of Dave Grohl, denim on denim, rolled up sleeve, leather bracelets.
Oh, yeah? Was he cooking
hair.
barbecue? He had black gloves on.
He came in on his Harley. He just started doing every song in the back room of the bar playbook.
Oasis, maybe?
Some Oasis, some Foo Fighters, because, he had a story about how, I sent Dave Grohl a cease and desist for looking like me. I'm like, yeah, but you're playing in a backyard, he's playing in arenas.
Yeah. Who's copying who?
Yeah, little different here. Everything you could think of. Mm-hmm. From just, suburb bar, guy in his late 30s, early 40s, thinks he's still hot, can make it.
Was there any sort of jewels on the back of his jeans?
You know what? There weren't, but there were a lot of intricate designs on the back pockets.
Yeah.
So it was an evolution of that.
He had them before. He had the Ed Hardy before. He had the Affliction, but now he's tapered off a bit.
Yeah, he went from true religion to no religion.
Okay, there we are.
Yeah, I found it. When I was working, I had something churning and going. Dude, and when I'm sitting there, and I am being the best guest of all time, which is me hunched over watching the Reds game on my phone.
Of course.
Have to. Mm-hmm. I got to keep you guys informed. And so I'm watching the game, and then I turn and I clap at this guy, and he just goes, you, and points at me. And he goes, shave that mustache. Love the long hair. Shave the mustache. You got that creepy uncle vibe going on. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah, everything else, good, but shave that mustache.
What a psycho. Who just says that to someone they don't know?
Again, he was hired to entertain people at a wedding party in someone's backyard. And he just looked at me and went, hey, I got to fix how you look.
It's like a low-key Don Rickles. That's just like a really bad Don Rickles. Nothing funny, just points out just hurtful things.
Yeah, Dave Rickles.
Dave Rickles. That's what. Yeah, Dave Rickles.
He's Dave Rickles. He goes, there goes my hero. Oh. Shaving his mustache.
Dave Tickles.
Dave Tickles, come here. And I was just like, okay.
So did you have to lay into him?
No, I didn't. What am I supposed to do? Like, it's my friend's wedding party. Like, I can't turn it on.
Yeah.
I can't go full bore and call him what I want to call him.
Yeah.
There's a couple kids floating around. I don't want their first time to hear cunt from my mouth.
I know. And all comics secretly keep a microphone in our hands. Like a magician.
In the sleeve. I was wearing a jacket.
Yeah.
I could have just been like, bam, and then been like, hey, it's the roast of this guy who has to play this gig to afford food. Look at him. Like, I didn't. Yeah.
So he can't afford to pay for his daughter's funeral that does not talk to him.
Oh, what kind of hair does he use? 50 Shades of Just for Men? Hey. God, he fucking sucked. I was just like, all right. So I just bent back over and looked at my phone and watched the game with my butt crack out towards him.
Good.
You know, so that felt good. But still, I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
Screw that guy.
And then he was packing up his hopes and dreams to go put into his dad's car.
Yeah.
And when he was doing that, he looked at me and just went, hey, man, I just want to say thanks for, being a good sport. I'm like, I didn't have a fucking choice.
What was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Thanks for not running up to the stage and punching me in the face. Yeah. You'd be surprised at how frequently that happens.
Yeah, you should have been in that other backyard gig I had. Said that guy needed to lose some weight. I got stabbed with a spork.
I said the mustache thing, same thing, but except to the bride's mom. She didn't care for it.
She didn't give the bride's mom. She's like, I just wanted to give her a good wax routine, and next thing I know, my guitar is broken over my head.
She was not a good sport.
But whoever hit me with that guitar was an athlete.
Oh yeah, they followed through. They did. They
had a real good. What is it now? It's not pop percentage. It's
barrel percentage.
No, what's the new thing? Oh, never mind. Now I lost it. The new metric that they came out with. It's not.
I was gonna say sword.
Sword, not sword. God, now I gotta look it up just so I can get my reference right, so it doesn't bother me the whole time. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Ready? Here it is. The new metric is called doodle-doodle-doodle that I'm looking for. Not fast swing rate. Squared up rate.
This is like
blast.
Nice blast. That's a good one.
Thank God I looked it up to get that reference right.
Oh, everyone was so upset and curious. Good thing we relinquished that.
Yeah, thank God. I just couldn't get over it. But yeah, dude.
Well, that sounds good. Well, hopefully it was a fun time. Sounds like it was, minus the antics from that long-haired idiot.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a good time. Just sat and drank Yingling and shot the shit with my buddies from, my friend Spencer's. I've known him since he was on my first baseball team.
Oh, right on. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've known him since I was like 5. So, lifelong pal. And then enjoying the moment with his soon-to-be wife. And then you just hear someone stop plucking the acoustic guitar and go, "You shave your mustache, you creep."
All right, this is Wonderwall. Here we go.
He wouldn't play Creed. We kept asking him to play Creed.
Take me higher, bitch.
I was like, "One last breath, come on!" And he was just like, "No, I don't stoop that low,
bro. I'm 6 feet from the edge right now."
And I'm thinking, maybe 6 feet ain't too far down.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, that porch that you're playing next to is about 6 feet high. So
shave your back.
Shave your back. Oh my God. But yeah, the fact that he was like, "No, I don't steep to that level about Creed." I'm like,
well, you're also taking wedding gigs
in a backyard.
So I'm not sure what your level is.
That's where you draw the line. I'll roast random people I don't fucking know. Mm-hmm. But you know what? No Creed to make everyone else here happy.
Yeah, I got my limits.
Yeah, we wouldn't be talking about this if he was playing Creed. I would have moved past the mustache to just been like, "Dude, I got to hear acoustic Creed in a backyard."
Yeah. The Cowboys ain't that bad, man. It's fine.
It's fine. They're Patriots, but it's, you got to look past it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was my week. I made a bunch of barbecue on Sunday. So.
Nice, dude. He brought some over here that I'm going to get to try. And if I'm being honest, that fart that lingered from before was a good inkling that it's some nice barbecue.
Hey, I'm just giving you a little taste.
It was a prelude. It really was.
A little sniff, a little taste. Just some QC, dude. Some quality control right there.
I appreciate it. It was a nice appetizer.
Well, you're welcome. And I'm sorry to say, I am feeling a little bit bubbly still. So
yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less.
It's gonna be rough. Mm-hmm. We gotta get sponsored by like a fan company.
A fan, and then also dude wipes. Probably, we can definitely get dude wipes.
Oh, we could for sure get dude wipes.
Dude, they use the exact same font as Dune. And it says dude, what? And it Dune. Look it up. You can say dude wipes and Dune. It's the exact same looking font.
Hold on, dude.
Seriously? Yeah. Like I made a post about it, and I don't think anyone really realized it. It looks so similar.
Holy cow!
Like there's no way someone didn't point that out. I was like, this looks just like Dune, right?
Dude, it is pretty freaking close. Well, it makes sense because, whenever I unleash a sandworm, people die.
That's true. And Timothée Chalamet is a spokesperson for both.
I think you're confusing V. Saint Laurent with dude wipes.
Okay.
I know how you get your high-end fashion confused with male targeted butthole cleaners.
I do all the time. I throw back my scarf when I do it. Before I wipe my butt, I throw back my cashmere scarf.
Well, it could make sense. He was in Wonka. Lots of chocolate.
Yeah. A lot of chocolate stains.
That's it. Dune, Timothée Chalamet, dude wipes. This is the best baseball podcast.
I can't imagine what other podcast people would want to listen to for baseball.
For baseball. I don't either, but it is striking how similar those two are.
Very similar.
Speaking of fonts, the Cleveland Guardians dropped their City Connects. I look at them and I like them, and then I'll refresh and I'll look again, and I don't like them. I'm so in between.
I feel very similar. Like I'll squint my eyes, think it's cool, and then I look again at it, and it's like, there's a lot to be desired here. I think they're super close. One thing I would do right away.
Yeah.
Take that kind of marine blue and those pants, those white sandstone pants, flip them. Oh, dog. I want some nice dark pantaloons.
Okay, I like that.
I'd like to see, honestly, I do want to see the white. They have this nice sandstone sort of white, natural kind of white.
Yeah.
I want that to be the main body type, and I think that dark marine would look really good with the CLE that they have for the Cleveland up there.
Yeah.
And I would I do see what they're saying. They're like mimicking like the stone structure with the Guardians of that big statue that they have guarding the traffic, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that blue would be a lot better just in the Cleveland, and take that red. Don't be afraid to put a little outline around it.
I agree. I think it would have made it more difficult for them to manufacture with it around there, because then it's just the CLE that's an easy press to put onto the jerseys.
Absolutely.
So you would have to do a full embroider around that, and since that L breaks right down the pipe. Mm-hmm. I don't think they were able to do that.
Ain't my money. Oh, I do like the stripes there too.
The stripes are sick.
Those are crisp. I like that. And the socks. I like the sock game that's happening here.
You know what also I like about it?
What?
The texture in the jersey.
I do too. It's very subtle.
Yeah. It just screams, our river caught fire once.
Yeah, it's toxic.
It's dirty water. Mm-hmm. It is a dirty water. I don't know what exactly. I guess it's supposed to represent like sandstone or something, just some grit and toughness.
It is. It's supposed to mimic the statues, I believe, that they're made with.
Then, I do like the idea of making the jersey itself more white, and then flipping and making your colors royal then, or that dark navy. Because then,
it looks like vacant space when you're looking at this dark jersey. It does have some texture to it. And the CLE that's just white on white just kind of looks like a negative space.
Do you think they should have gone... That's the other thing with the CLE is that it's so big. Mm-hmm. It just feels like it's too big, but then if you were to shrink it would also look dumb.
I think they could have done something else to play into the Guardian aspect of maybe throwing some sort of shield variant in there, play with that aspect of it, because the more I read about it, the more I like it, but I also don't like that I have to read about it in order to appreciate it to the degree that I need to have it be a good, or at least not irritating City Connect.
But the whole thing that I had with this is that they already did a name change to Guardians, leaned into it. So they just said for the City Connect, well, we might as well just go back to the same well. Kind of lazy at that point, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. I think similarly to Tampa Bay, although I think Tampa Bay's has a lot more successes with theirs, I think there's just a few tweaks away for this one to being like a really nice, jersey set.
I agree. And the numbers are nice and big, and the names on the back are a bit nice and big.
I know. It looks a lot better. It's refreshing seeing those. Oh, it looks like there's some quality put into here. There's more than 3. I shouldn't be able to count the stitches just at a glance.
Yeah. I think the hat's kind of boring. I think it's very softball, very Orioles, very Brewer style. If anything, they should have went with the C from the CLE.
Yes.
And fired that up there. And then went with a red hat, not the stripe. You already have the stripes on the sleeves on the jersey. You don't need to lean back in more with the hat and kind of cheapen the rest of the uniform.
I agree. And there's also another opportunity to put like a little bit, zhuzh it up like a little bit more with a nice little side patch, because they had their sponsor patch, but they don't have like an additional like hit right here, which I think could have been used to elevate it a bit more. Have that Guardian thing on there that you have on the socks. I think that was just a missed opportunity. But I still think it's a good design, not great. But it's awesome that we get to talk about this additional thing for baseball. And it just creates conversation.
I agree.
Yeah.
But we just want more. We just want better. When we had Nike take over the contract, we were like, okay, they're going to do what they did with basketball and stuff, and it's getting better, but it's not where it should be. And it's also hard when you come out the gate immediately with the National City Connect and nail it, and then there's just been some real duds. But I do like how the 4 is shaped. I mean, it's just, again, I think that they might have been able to take a different angle, because I don't know if you know this, those statues are like right next to the ballpark.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they took around the ballpark and they're like, all right, we're doing it again.
There, we're not going to venture that far outside here. It's a very quick lunch trip we're doing. Doing a very brief reconnaissance on the city.
Yeah, what do you mean we can't just put LeBron on it?
all their jerseys just say LeBron.
Yeah, it's like he's been gone. They're like, whatever.
It'll still draw a crowd. Yeah, I think it's just like a couple tweaks away, another evolution away from being really cool. But I still think it's nice. But we're definitely always holding these things up to a high level of standard, even though not all of them have met that high quality.
No, I agree. I just the piping sick. This guy on Twitter, he's a Cleveland sports guy, and he tweeted the jersey. He's like, went to go check him out today. His name's McNeil. Went to go check him out today, and he took the one side where it was the marathon patch, and then took a picture on the other side, and he just said, "What the hell?" And it had Chief Wahoo on it.
No way.
He photoshopped it.
Oh my God, that would be a hilarious prank. It is to reintroduce the Chief Wahoo. Getting back to our roots.
Get back to our roots. All right, everybody, let's piss up. Let's get him mad. Oh boy,
the return of the Wahoo.
Yeah, it's their new Wednesday day special. Paint your face red. Get in for half price.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Make it happen.
Make it happen. Oh shit, that's so funny. We also have the Dodgers. Their City Connects got leaked. Well, at least the jersey got leaked. One of my favorite things about the photo leak is that above the jersey is
I just saw that.
Is an ad for Raw rolling papers, and it's not like a little ad. It's a giant fake joint.
Yeah. It's like an inflatable thing you take in a pool, like to hit kids with.
Or it's like, dude, I think I might drown. No, wait, I need my giant joint raft.
Whoa!
Dude, you're never without a paddle if you have your Raw rolling papers row.
This is where Raw carried me.
And I saw there was only one smoke clout.
Yeah, dude. I just now noticed that. That's pretty funny there. I don't know where this photo came from, but looks like it's in the back of like some sports warehouse, so seems legit.
Yeah, I'm going to take one guess. California.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
It was Shohei's interpreter. Need to make a few bucks.
eBay's like, you know what? I think I can pawn this. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's back in Japan. He's screwed.
Oh, really? Ugh.
Yeah, it's ugly. We can't judge okay, until we see the hat, the pants, the socks, we can't give a full assessment. But what do you like so far just from the jersey?
I think in the realm of textures, they're applying that speckle, sort of kind of like rainbows speckling, and I think that's working for the texture. It's not really that noticeable. It's just enough to provide a little bit of flair. I do like the LAD circle-looking thing that's going to makes a baseball shape. Yeah. I really do not like the sans serif Los Angeles text on the front that has it looks like it's it looks like the Earth. It looks like a NASA logo. That's what it looks like, and it just seems so arrogant of them. It's like, we just own the world, baby. We're gonna buy the moon now. We're gonna buy the moon.
Yeah. Oh, we paid it. The show height $700 million. That's fine. That's the cost of the moon. So we're on our way.
They're just gonna put a big Earth patch there. It's like, it's everything. We own everything.
We own it all. No big deal. I am with you. I do like the LA with the script D. I'm with you on, I have no clue what they're trying to say or what the angle is. How much you would bet it's something to do with like the outfield wall? Kind of like at an angle? Because it kind of like meets towards the A, unless it could be the angle in which we got this photo leaked from. You know, where it kind of...
Well, you might be right, because it's doing like a little... That's an angle. It's going up and swooping over.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I think you might be right. At first glance, it looks like the crest of the Earth. Like you see like a photo from like space, and you see the curvature and the sun breaking through. But yeah, that could be the outfield wall.
Yeah. That's my guess, is that it's the outfield wall. I'm with you on the sans serif thing. I'm over it. I get that is, that was the text of 2 years ago. And now it's seeped into everything. I do like the speckles. I think that's fun. It's definitely different. Someone said it looked like a Pop-Tart. I had another person say it looks like funfetti cake.
That's what I was thinking of, funfetti, but I was trying not to compare it to that. Yeah. But I love funfetti too, dude.
Funfetti's so good. I think it looks like someone strangled a clown.
I love strangled clowns.
Who doesn't love to strangle a clown?
I love strangled clowns. I love clowns that strangle.
Clowns that strangle. I like clowns to be on both sides. To die and or to be murdered.
God, I'm forgetting.
Or to murder.
Who was Gary?
John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. I couldn't think of his name.
You.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, dude. My wife is obsessed with true crime. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I got you. Give me 2 seconds. It does look like someone just put their hands right around his neck and just shook him, and then just all of the makeup started running and speckling all over. It's like, God, you ruined my kid's 7th birthday. You shouldn't have said to shave my mustache.
It does seem like something you'd see like in Dexter now, with like the blood speckles going around. It does seem like a part of the crime scene. Now I see it as an entirely different light. This is part of an evidence locker, and that clown was clearly strangled.
I love that you said it's an evidence locker, and it's an evidence locker from a murder at Candyland.
Yeah, at Candyland, the joints are kind of fun and fake, but there were some serious crimes that happened that day.
Good God, I can't believe I saw something this awful on Gumdrop Lane. Give me my candy cigarettes. This was a bad day to quit. So, I think the pants will be just as fun. And then hashtag ITFDB. I have no idea what that's going to stand for. I think fingering does butts.
Baseball.
It does butts. Yeah, I have no idea. That's just my best guess.
Yeah. The LAD thing, I think is getting close to cool. I think they could have done it a bit less. I don't know. I don't like that swoopy angle thing that accents back to that.
And then there's the red patches on the sleeves that are just dangling there.
I don't know what that's
about. So
we'll
see what that's about. If the hat is navy, what are we doing here? Give me that fun speckled hat.
Oh.
With that LAD.
underneath. I think you put the speckling underneath at least.
Oh, under
I'd
the
see
brim?
that. Yeah, I'd like the speckle underneath.
Oh, I like to speckle everywhere. Mm-hmm. I love leaving a good speckle.
It's my favorite thing.
That's it. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. So I think the Pants are next week, but I think the Cardinals are coming soon too. I don't know. I'll have to look at the calendar. We have to look at the calendar and see what happened there. But that's your City Connect stuff for the week. And so, okay, here's some real bullshit.
Okay.
Over the weekend, the Mariners started chucking hot dogs from the top of the stadium and putting parachutes on them and just throwing them down and having them rain on the crowd after I was there.
This sounds exactly like a fever dream you've told to me before. They started throwing them down and I wasn't even there.
I was there. That's not a fever dream. That's a straight up nightmare.
I could have been there.
I should have gone.
There's Frank's Reds everywhere and I wasn't there.
I was just nothing.
Now, was this an actual promotion or was this like just people were like, screw it, we're just going to start dropping hot dog parachutes?
Dude, this is a new promotion. I'm so mad. They're called Hot Dogs from Heaven, and it's sponsored by Hempler's. When they make excellent hot dogs, and what they've done is they've taken hot dogs and they tie a little parachute, and then they chuck them, and then they fall into the crowd, and it just people get free hot dogs, and I don't get to have them.
And they do like chuck like bottles of ketchup out there. No parachutes on these. A little dangerous.
Yeah, someone poked holes in them, chuck them. Ketchup!
It's like a grenade.
4
Dirty bomb.
Dirty bomb. And then they're also playing. Heaven is a Place on Earth. That's a song they're also playing.
Oh, that's amazing.
To have it go down.
Could you imagine like meeting someone that way? Like there's a hot dog coming down, you eat, bite, the opposite end.
And it's just like Lady and the Tramp.
That's how I met your mother.
That's how. Oh God. Well, never mind.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Sorry.
It would be funny if it dropped like on like you're sitting there and a hot dog drops on like a vegan. It's like no, my morals.
No. Oh, that's intestine. Yeah, and it's delicious.
Someone just licks it off of you. Dude, that's rad. I love it. More food's falling out of the sky, please.
Dude, one of my favorite things is that when we were talking with Jake about it, our Seattle correspondent, he said, yeah, they go up to the 300s, take the hot dogs from up there, the poor people, and then chuck them down to the 100s, to the rich people, because they need free food.
It's trickle-down economics, you guys.
Trickle down, yeah, okay, it's the exact opposite. It's, just all the money flowing back to the bottom. God damn, I'm so mad. I wish I was there. And also, they've done some stuff where they drop stuff with drones, so I'm kind of disappointed that they don't have a drone doing, like, hot dog drops all over.
That'd be great if you can just, like, order on your phone and, like, a drone comes over and just drops it. Ooh, we are so close to that.
Oh, dude.
Drone seat orders?
I'm empty. I want you to know that.
You're spent right now.
Dude, I'm empty. I don't have any more Horse Rider sauce.
He's gone.
It's done. It's over. Whoo! That segment, dude. Look at this. I'm sweating.
Hot and toasty.
I'm mad.
I actually need you to grab another one.
Okay, I got you.
It's a little hot down here.
It is a little steamy. Well, you want one of these?
Ooh, I would, but I don't think I have a bottle in there.
Hold on. I can get up.
All right, do, but it's like somewhere hidden.
Okay, I got you.
Thank you.
Brodello.
Yeah, bruh.
Brodello.
This is for the working man.
That's right. Dude, #1 beer in the United States. The best-selling beer. So, yeah, man. I'm just like, they waited a month. They're like, Billy's gone, right? He's not coming back. They're like, yeah. All right. Fire it up. God, it makes me mad.
Manna from heaven. Hot dogs from heaven. Yeah, dude, that would have been rad if you would have been there. You would have eaten them out of business, though.
Hot Dogs from the Heavens is such a terrible title. Just be like, we stole from the poor to give to the rich. Reverse Robin Hood.
Just having meats just rain down from the skies.
Oh, I didn't know I could have meat sweats attached to a parachute.
I dig it. You guys need to check out the video. It's very entertaining. It looks like a cartoon. That's what it looks like.
It's fantastic. And speaking of dogs, dude, this legend, Edward Plumpkin.
What a name.
Totally his legal name. Not fake at all.
No.
Because, you know, his handle on Twitter is @MoxBuncher419. So, you know, top shelf citizen.
That's pretty. I mean, his name Plumpkin wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Or Plumpkin. I said Plumpkin.
He got you. He wanted you to say it.
Son of a gun, Edward.
Oh, no. And he wants you to say Box Muncher. But no.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to say MoxBuncher419. Mm-hmm. He tweeted out a photo of him clearly in a basement with hot dogs and beers all around him. And he said, at home 999 challenge is $24, by the way. # ballin'.
That is ballin'. That's going to be something I think we're going to start seeing a lot more. We're
doing it. We're going to do it.
Have you consumed 9 hot dogs or 9 beers in a game?
I have done 7 hot dogs, 7 John Dailies in 7 innings because they cut off service at 7 in the real nice seats where they bring you the food.
Okay, yeah. That's good. I think I could do the 9 beers. I for sure have done 9 beers in a game, but it's back on I'm still on the barometer of a few years ago when the ball games are going 3.5 hours at least, seemingly. Sure. So you got to consume a whole bunch here in less than 3. So it'd be beers for sure. And I like that he's going Silver Bullet. That's the smart way to go.
Yes, agreed. That or Mick Ultra.
I could definitely do. Miller High Lifes. I can throw those down.
So I can do High Life too, but they do get a little thick. So I could do like a fake beer, like Mick Ultra. What's Budweiser's version of that? Not Bud Light. Isn't there something underneath Bud Light?
Probably.
I could do something like that so easy. And especially, those Mick Ultras, they got those thin cans, so it feels like I'm chugging a Red Bull.
Yeah, it's like you're working out. That's all it is. It's an energy drink.
Now, to be fair, I am working out. 9 dogs, 9 beers. I'm getting up. I'm getting them. I'm coming back. This is a whole routine. I'm busting ass.
If he's sweating, he's working out.
And hello!
Working out.
So,
getting his sits in.
I think we could do this. We can either, we could do it at the ballpark, which I think would be fun, when I'm dressed like a hot dog, and we get other people dressed up as ketchup, mustard, and relish in the bottles. It says easily a $50 purchase from Amazon. That will be hilarious. And then we go on a Tuesday and just pound, go back and forth. Or we do it like this guy, $24 in the basement.
That could be really fun. I think, the visuals of us being dressed, or just even you just dressed as a hot dog, just, throwing down dogs, hilarious.
Very funny.
I think I would stand a better chance in a controlled environment where I can just throw them down. If I can have my beers all lined up, my hot dogs ready to go, I think that's my best chance of being able to reach the heights of Edward Blumpkin here.
Yeah, good old Mox Buncher. And we were talking about this, off air, because this is something you have to go over before. We really prep. One of the things we talked about with Tuesday is when they have them wrapped, they wrap them pretty tight, so the bun and the moisture kind of tightens up to the dog. So it seems like there's half as much bun than there is with your normal hot dog.
I agree with that. I really think that the ballpark dogs that they put out there are smaller a bit, at least in bun size. So I think it's going to take up a lot less space. That's going to be the difficult challenge, is the bun.
It's the bun, and I totally agree. I think if we were to do it at home, we make them all, and then we really tightly wrap them.
I think we got to.
And then we put them in a cooler, because then it'll just retain the heat. And while it's doing that, it's also staying warm, and those buns are mushing up onto the dogs.
We got to conserve space. That's the key to this.
That's the big key. So I think we can do it. I think we can easily do it at home, and I think that we should probably do this soon. and you know, film it and get it all going for, you know, prosperity and to defend our honor.
Exactly. Defend our honor. This is for science.
This is for science. This is for baseball science.
Exactly. Baseball science. I'm going to probably crap my pants from doing all this, but it's for science.
It's for science. It's for baseball science. Look, StatCast came out with a new way to track stuff. It's a way to track a bat and the speed at which it goes, the length, the quality of the swing, the quality of the contact. We are doing our baseball science to see if we don't puke.
Exactly. I got your blast rate right here.
You know what? Sword. 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 So yeah, guess what? Doctors.
Mm-hmm. Launch angle.
Launch angle. Oh, look at that spray chart.
Yeah, we got to do something with that. That could be really fun. And we said there could be a Cincinnati-style version of this. Cheese conies and Little Kings.
Now,
that'd be pretty rad.
That would be pretty good. Okay, I think I could do 9 cheese conies.
That would be, I think, cheese conies and 9 hot dogs, pretty comparable.
Yeah, you're going to have more with the chili and the cheese on there.
Mm-hmm.
Your bun is not going to be stuck together like that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that Little Kings, that little fucker's 6%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can drink 9 of them.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to let you know, after I drink 9 of them, I don't feel great.
No, it's going to be
good.
At most 3 hours. It's just a ton all of a sudden. That's the big problem here.
Yeah, and the cream ales don't sit so nice.
I would like to see like the next 9 minutes after you finish all of this, just how your body starts like, oh, we got to settle some of this stuff here. It's a battle of buoyancy, you know?
And also finding a way to like poop in between.
Yeah, you're going to have to work in at least one, a lot of piss breaks. You're going to have to relieve a little bit there.
I think I could easily, it's just disgusting. I could take a quick breather. I mean, middle of an inning, I've got half a dog, half a beer. I pound before I go in, and then I could take care of my business in and out. And on my way back out, go reload.
7th inning stretch, squatty potty.
Well, that's the thing with the 7th inning. If you're the 7th inning stretch, at the end of the 7th, or is it the beginning of the 8th, they cut off service. So you get to the 7th, so you got to get your 8th inning dog, your 9th inning dog.
That's just too much work.
Beers. It is not too much work.
I just think you'd have to buy them all immediately. That's what I would think, or at least go a couple rounds.
Problem is, you can only get 2 beers at a time per person.
They're trying to prevent greatness at the ballpark.
One guy I saw do this on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all of it, and all the baseball outlets reposted it. 9 beers, 9 zins, 9 innings.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. He's just
Get it,
popping.
dog.
Yeah, just in Miami, just has him in. He's like, I'm at the 6th, and oh, not good. I am spinning.
Yeah, I just got on those zins. They're fun, but yeah, they can make you spin.
Yeah, they can. Little spin, zin and spin.
You got the zin spins.
Zin spin, baby. But yeah, we're gonna do this. I mean, we're gonna. You know what we could do? You know where we could do this?
Where?
It's our live recording.
Wow. There's no way I could we could try it, but I think we might need to have a couple other people to film. Because it's a lot of eating and drinking.
It's a ton. I also need to, I do hide a lot of my heft behind this bar, but I could do it. I could do it. I
think you could.
I'm going to do it.
We'll make it happen. Whether it's like a live recording or we just like film ourselves. Don't worry, fans. We'll make sure to be gluttons for your entertainment. His stuff is just shooting out of his face.
Dude, you almost got me there. Gluttons for entertainment. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not entertainment for me, brother. It's a lifestyle. It's a strong choice I made years ago, and I'm all for it. I am sweating right now.
Yeah, I had to shut the window. There actually are skunks out there, and I shut the windows. I need to turn up the AC a bit.
Hey, no, it's not you. It's not you.
I know, it's the lifestyle.
It's the lifestyle. I had pulled pork before I came here. I know what I was doing. Okay? It's a choice I made, and I don't regret it. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay. There's 2 choices you can make as a Reds fan. You can either panic, freak out, look at everything that's gone wrong, and go, oh no, The season's over. What are we doing? There are so many other things this team could have done in the offseason or look into the future that they could maybe do to get better. But man, they suck. This front office sucks. This team sucks. Boo, 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 boo. Or you can take a deep breath and you can go, it's only May. And guess what? Before tonight's game in Arizona, there's 142 games left.
Yeah, we still got plenty of games left. Of course, it's not the ideal position we'd like to be in, but all things considered, with the amount of injuries and unfortunate happenstances, we're still a better team than we were last year.
Yeah, in ways, yes and no. Here's where they're at. One game worse than where they were last year at this time. And then around this time is when Matt McClain came up. That's not coming. Not until August. Around this time, Ellie De La Cruz wasn't on the team. He's on the team now, and good Lord has he been exactly what we hoped he would be. Slumping a little bit right now, but Superman can't put on his cape every day. CES wasn't with the team. Well, guess what? He's not with the team right now.
No, he's not going to be for a little bit.
Joey Votto's not going to walk through that door. Be pretty cool, but awesome. I think he's still hurt too. So, also on this team isn't, and on this team at this time was Novi Marte.
Yeah.
He'll be back in June, and we'll get to him later, but when you look at it, your pitching is way better off than where it was last year.
Yeah, the pitching hasn't been the problem with this down loss portion that the Reds are going through in their season. So, yeah, the pitching is doing good. Unfortunately, the offense has been pretty bad. And, of course, the injury bug has just been the story of the year so far.
Yeah. I mean, they won one game last week. That's not good. That's, pretty bad.
There were some positives, but there was definitely a lot more negatives. There was some, we're going to get into it. Candy is starting to hit. Ellie's still looking good. Pitching has been doing great. However, injuries plus lack of timely hitting has been the downfall.
Correct. You're absolutely right. And then that combined with bummer. Just bummer.
I wish we had some better stuff.
No, I just feel bummed. The other thing that they did this week compared to last week, they scored multiple runs in innings. This was an improvement over the week before. But let's take a look at the starting pitching. You got one really good start from Frankie Montas. And then you got one not so good start from Frankie Montas. And here's the crazy part. Lost both of them.
Yeah, and
it doesn't matter how well you pitch if you don't score any runs.
Yeah, there's not much more you can ask from them, and even the times when they aren't as crisp as you'd like them to be, or maybe they have an inning or two where things are a bit rocky, it doesn't really matter if you're not scoring runs. I mean, we saw that with the last game that the Reds played against the Giants when their starting pitcher, that young 22-year-old, about gave up a grand slam. We're up 3-0 in the first inning. Yep. Thinking, we're going to about ready to rout this team. No, you stay in the game. You can, eventually turn over the capsizing ship there. Yeah. But when you're not scoring any runs, you can't really do much about it.
Can't do shit. Frankie against the Snakes on 5-7 at home. 6 innings pitched, an earned run, 4 walks. Son of a bitch. 4 hits, 1 walk, 7 Ks. He was touching 97, 98.
Oh, he was bringing it. He was feeling good. I haven't seen him throw that fast, at least in the Reds jersey.
No, he hadn't. And it was like a nice night out. It wasn't frigid. He had a grapefruit drained from his arm after he got drilled.
Yeah, he was like, you actually make out his kids' faces again. It's like, what happened there?
My kid no longer looked like he got stung by bees. And so, this is what we wanted to see. This is the guy that we wanted. He had 10 whiffs overall, too, and 12 called strikes. And then in San Francisco, in a bigger park, 4 2/3, 4 earned runs, 7 hits, a walk, and 3 Ks. His control just wasn't there. He wasn't as spot on as his start before. So I think if we can find some type of middle ground with this guy, we're gonna be cooking. But I think there's still some stuff he's trying to figure out get back into pitching regularly in general, since 23 all off, 22 hurt second half of the year. So it's kind of like there are glimpses of what he used to be, and it's coming back. And when it is back, it's impressive.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's the key for Frankie, is just having the consistency to get out there and get the reps in, because I think that's what's missing from his game, is being able to start to piece it together and get in that rhythm, because clearly he can be a great starter, a great ace for this ball club. But, he's just had a little shaky start, and of course coming off that injury. So I think...
Yeah, no, sorry.
No, I think he's going to be fine. I think, like you were saying, just getting the reps in.
Yeah, just get your reps in, get back on the saddle. He'll be good. Graham Ashcraft against the Snakes. Graham Ashcraft is going tonight, i.e. you'll be watching and or listening to this, and you'll know the end result. But against the Snakes, 5 1/3, 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 3 walks, 2 Ks. What's really cool here is not much. 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs keeps you in the game. Enough length. You're not full on blowing it. His cutter wasn't cutting too much. They were kind of getting on the cutter too. Not as much weak contact as we would like. You can especially see that with the 6 hits. He's been better. He's also been worse.
Yeah, I think almost similar but different with Frankie. I think getting his reps in, but just for the purpose of finding his groove still within the majors, as opposed to Frankie is getting back into it.
Yeah.
Positives and negatives with him. I just think getting some more reps in there, he's going to figure it out. But yeah, he wasn't as crisp as what you would like to see.
Sure. Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I don't know, man. We would have taken this start last year with the offense that they had.
Yeah.
We'll take this every day. We're just nitpicking because we want it to be, you have to step up and go, if the offense isn't going to bring it, then you want to lean on this guy just a little bit more and be like, 6 1/3, 1 earned run, maybe?
Yeah. I was just thinking that these are the starts that we would not be analyzing to this degree if there would be offense to back it up, because we're trying to find any sorts of things here where we can squeeze out like another out or a run prevented here when the offense isn't bringing it. So yeah, if the Reds would have had some more offense, we'd probably just be grazing through the starters. Like, yeah, not the greatest, not the worst, but hey, they won.
Yeah, they're, you know what, they are, they're average, and that's kind of what we need them to be. It's just infuriating. Sorry, I was just thinking about those hot dogs falling from the sky and how I haven't had any.
It's okay, buddy.
It's just bullshit.
It's okay.
God damn it. All right.
It's all right.
Hunter Green against the Snakes. A lot of whiffs on the fastball. 9. That's really cool. What's not cool is 5 walks. What isn't great, but not bad, is 5 innings pitched. 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 4 hits, 5 walks, 6 Ks. 6 Ks is also pretty cool. You want more longevity. You want him to get to 6.
Absolutely.
This is your number 1. He was pitching like it recently, except for the start before against Baltimore. But the 2 starts before that, he got to 7 innings.
Yeah, he had one of the best starts that we've seen from him, and then is not going like the length. And of course, he's still a young athlete growing here. However, control has been an issue with him and has hindered him being able to get deep into the innings here. I will say, 12 splitters thrown. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Even so, that's one of the positives of him. Of course, we didn't get the win, but within the start, that was good, seeing him mix the usage there. Mm-hmm. But it's that control issue that he has where he gets behind in counts, and this is also an issue with some of the other pitchers for the Reds. Get behind in counts, get their pitch total up, and allows the batters to just kind of eliminate pitches. So, and then they get rocked.
Yeah, exactly. 3 curveballs too right there, bud.
Yeah. I'll take it. If you've got 4 pitches in there as long as it's not like as long as they're not just thinking of either fastball or his slider. I think that's the key for him.
Yeah, 100%. And being like, cool, I can also go to this curveball, albeit mediocre, second time through the lineup. Or the start of the third time through the lineup, and hopefully he gets through that third time because he has developed that third pitch. Or like, I thought he was just fastball slider.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like an amazing pitch. As long as he's able to like have it be a setup pitch, giving them something else to look at, maybe after he's, velocitized them a little bit, giving them something that they have to just wait back on a little bit. That's all you're doing is just interrupting, their momentum as a hitter.
Yeah.
Their timing, interrupting their timing.
Dude, I was watching Paul Skeens on Saturday.
I was watching some of that too. Yeah.
Dude, I forget who he was facing. I think it was Seiya Suzuki. He started him with a changeup, 83 at the knees, inside. And then he worked a slider, belt high, 87 miles an hour. And then he worked high and inside and hit him with the fastball going 101.
I love it. Has no problem working backwards.
None. That's how he approached everybody, was working backwards. Was saying that he's setting the precedent by saying, okay, my first couple starts, I'm going to work backwards. And that he's already steps ahead, that it shows where he's going to be like, cool, I can work any direction and go where I want. Letting you know that, like, I've got the stuff, I got the juice, I've also got the spin, and I can play with you however I want. And it's this guy's first start in the league.
Yeah, that was pretty rad. So if Hunter Green could have that sort of approach or something similar to that, where the hitters then have to really analyze what's going on and they can't just sit back and wait for one of two pitches. So positives and negatives. That's going to be, I guess, the theme of this.
Well, the difference between Hunter Green and Paul Skeens is turning 22 this month. Hunter Green's 24. Paul went to college and like spent a lot of time with a really good pitching coach at LSU. Also has all these gifts and came out being like, a spotter and a dot guy combined with, the velocity.
Yeah.
There wasn't much tuning that needed to be done. Where Hunter Green, we drafted him out of high school, had Tommy John, kind of flew through the minors, and then it's been like mostly development in the majors.
Yeah.
So it's like you can see the difference in polish between the two, and you hope that you can get Hunter Green to that level someday.
Yeah, and I have full confidence that Hunter is talented enough to do that, and we do see glimpses of it. But yeah, seeing the performance that Skis put on.
Skis.
The way he pitched was really great, and I think Hunter could do something similar.
I do too. It's just, we'll get there. We'll eventually get there. You giving us a Reds update?
I'm trying to, because I thought I had it on, but it's not. There's no runs.
No
Bottom
runs.
Of the second.
Okay, we haven't missed much. And Ashcraft's on the bump. Maybe he can redeem himself tonight, and I sure hope he does. Not redeem, be better.
Yeah.
So, sorry, that was me thinking about that hot dog again. Is it? Yeah. Smells like it came from the sky, doesn't it? Then Andrew Abbott against the Giants. 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 dinger, 1 walk, 2 Ks. Again, a lot of this we're just saying serviceable, solid. 2 earned runs is fantastic.
Yeah, all you got to do, keep us in the game, and 2 earned runs. I'll take that every time.
I'll take it. And also, he wasn't fully spot on. You know how he normally lives at the top of the zone and then drops everything to the bottom of the zone? He just didn't have it up and inside, like either up and inside or up and outside. A lot of stuff flying loose. So he just basically said, I don't have it today. I'm going to try my best to pitch to contact.
Yeah, and you're going to have those games where you aren't going to feel 100%, but having Andrew Abbott, I have confidence when he comes on the mound that even if he gets behind in the game, he's going to continue to battle. Yeah. He's not going to get flustered or rush himself. And yeah, he's going to figure out how to adapt his game plan.
Yeah, bulldog. Just keep fighting.
Yeah.
And so you wish that these guys who went out to San Francisco and pitched, especially this next guy, you got a little bit more length and got a little bit more out of them. Again, like I said, in length, because you're in San Francisco, it's a huge ballpark. It's a pitcher-friendly park, and you would think going from the bandbox that is Great American all the way out to there, they'd be licking their chops, being like, I want to get as much as I can out of this.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't... And it didn't happen the way that we kind of hoped, and I bet that they felt the same way, but at the same time, it wasn't demonstratively bad.
No, it wasn't. There was a lot of games that the Reds played that could have gone, a winning way for us, but just didn't happen.
And especially when you look at Nick Lodolo. You take a look at the line for Nick Lodolo. 6 innings pitched. That's awesome. 5 hits. Not too bad. 4 earned runs. Yikes. 1 walk, 6 Ks. Those are solid. And then you look at it and you think 4 of those runs came off of one swing of the bat.
It was just that one inning, and he was literally 1 pitch away from getting out of it. It was 2 outs, bases loaded, no runs, and I believe he had 2 strikes on the guy, and then just came back with the fastball, and he jacked it out.
He timed it.
Yeah, dude, and he could tell he wasn't feeling anything off speed at that point. It just kept coming fastballs, and yeah, a professional hitter is going to capitalize on that.
No kidding, and especially in that situation, they're hunting fastball. They're thinking, you can get this past me, kiddo? No way, dog.
So just that one mistake essentially cost the Reds the game, but I don't want to put it on Lodolo. He battled back, and the Reds offense did what they could, but they just haven't really been performing a lot lately.
No, they didn't. And then you look at the bullpen. You sure as shit can't blame these guys. There's only one crooked number on the sheet from the week, and that was Justin Wilson. Mm-hmm. And the game was, it was 3-0 against the Snakes, and he laid one up high, and he laid up another one high, and there you go, 4 runs. And that was like his first real bad outing. He might have had one more, but then he rebounded and didn't give up a run for the rest of the week and had 2 more appearances. Now, say if he would have given up, that was the start, and then everything unraveled, then we'd be like, bring up Sam Maul. Give this guy his walking papers.
Yeah, but you can't place blame on the bullpen here. They're doing their job, and more than that, they are actually being pretty lights out most of the time.
Yeah. I think last week they had a 3.24 ERA. And that's including 4 earned runs from Justin Wilson. Aside from that, 4 earned runs for the entire week.
Yeah, good on him.
Good on him. You can't ask for more. Fernando Cruz, dude, 1 earned run in 4 innings of work, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts.
He's the guy that we were talking about last year where they need to find like that setup dude. I think that is his role, high leverage situation. He comes in, be the connector to Diaz, and then that's boom, shortens the game.
Yeah, because at this point they're throwing Lucas Sims in that situation, and
it's been a little rocky.
Yeah, and especially on Sunday, you've got a full count. This is so infuriating. And then you've got a full count. And you've been hitting him slider. Mm-hmm. And he bit the first 2. Or it was a 2-2 count. It might have been a 2-2 count. But either way, why would you, after 4 straight sliders, throw a little inside, little up, a little away from the heart of the plate, fastball at 94 miles an hour?
Yeah, I mean, if you're beating a guy with 1 pitch, maybe keep going with it.
Keep going with your best pitch, one of the best sliders in baseball, and one of the best curveballs. Hit him with a curveball, have it go away or down, away, outside, low, whatever you may be. But don't take a risk high in the zone when they just need to get it over the center fielder's head to win the game.
I know there's good times to challenge people and there's bad times, and that was an example of a bad time to challenge a guy when it's just you're just giving them an opportunity to put it in the outfield. Yeah. That's all he needed.
You know how much better we'd feel if we were like, man, they took 2 out of 3 in San Francisco. This is momentum going into Arizona, and hopefully this momentum goes right into Los Angeles, and we're like, okay, here we go. But instead, 1 fastball.
Yeah, it's super easy to break it down, and I don't want to put it just right on the pitchers because there needs to be a lot more offense. I can't remember how many, I think there was 8 guys left on base that game or something for the Reds.
Sure.
Somewhere around there. At least that's been the theme. So not to nitpick the pitchers, but we're nitpicking pitchers because the offense isn't really giving us much to talk about.
Yeah. Well, speaking of nitpicking, it is now bottom 2, 1 out, runners on second and third. Snakes 1, Reds 0.
No.
So, if we were to take a look at this box score from yesterday, now because I'm just extremely curious to see how many runners the Reds left on. The Reds, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the box real quick. Find the box, that's my problem. Team left on base. Here we go. The Reds left 13 runners on base. Runners in scoring position yesterday, 2, 4, 12. Bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
Bad. Let's start with the good on the offense. Let's start with the good. Jammer Candelario is starting to heat up.
Yeah, looking a lot more confident, and it's showing.
It's showing. Last week, 304, 333, 522 on the week, and a home run.
Yeah, looked good. He almost had another one, too.
He was so close. In San Fran, right?
Hit off that brick. He's like, I got to get a double at least off this.
Yeah, and he
didn't happen.
He did not. So, because, he was staring it down. He was like, wasn't that like the highest the ball has gone on a fly to that wall without it going out? Some wild stat I saw.
I can see that because it hit right off the top of it, and he laced it out there. So, he tried to extend it to a double because he thought for sure it was out.
Yeah. I mean, Sunday, I want to know. I need to look it over the weekend. I wish I could have compiled and thought of this. Like, it seemed like they were giving away way more outs this last weekend than they were most of the season.
Yeah, I do know there was a handful of good throws made by San Francisco to get us out seconds, which, I mean, some of those were questionable as far as setting them, but also, too, that's just kind of been like the theory of the Reds' game plan.
Yeah.
Is make them make the play, and they did every time.
Yeah.
So a bummer when that style of play comes back to bite you. There's some things that maybe in hindsight I would have changed, but dude, they got thrown out a handful of times.
So many where I'm like, we just gave away an inning, or someone laces one in the left center field, and I'm like, that could have been a run if they were on second.
Or we hit it too hard, that didn't work.
Damn it. One thing very encouraging about Jammer, his BABIP over the week was 316. So he's getting the ball into play, and it's staying in play.
Good.
So that's just something you want to see. And then Rake Fraley, guy, 400. Okay? 400, 500, 400, 165 weighted rate runs created plus. Again, 6 games, 18 plate appearances, a run, an RBI, a steal. So he's getting on, he's doing his job. But again, not against lefties. So that's kind of a bummer. But you kind of have to think if they're going to try and trot Will Benson out there against lefties and he's not, and he's going to continue to falter, maybe you do need to give Rake an extended look.
Yeah, I think at this point, just whoever has a hot bat is going to have to be out there. You know, I just, with the amount of course, injuries, who's ever able to get a hit is just going to be playing.
I agree. Did you see what Jake Fraley's dad said on Twitter?
I did see. Give him a shot.
Give him a shot. He can hit lefties. Come on, David. Put in my son. Put in the boy.
That's so funny. That still happens with professional athletes where it's like, Dad, were you talking to David Bell again via Twitter?
No, I was on True Social.
Come on, Dad. This is my profession here.
I'm just letting you know. I think you could do, Dad.
Give my kids some more playing time.
Put in the boy.
Just shout from Great American Ballpark, David Bell. Put in my son.
Put in my son.
And he brings his own chair like at a soccer game. And he folds it out.
Mr. Redlegs taps him on the shoulder.
You gotta
and looks
go.
Back. He's just like, you gotta go.
You can't keep bringing your own cooler, dude. I keep telling you this.
Well, you guys don't have the Coors Light I like.
You guys don't have the silver bullets the way I like them.
You got the twist top. You don't have the twist top.
I can't do that.
I'm over it. You know, maybe you don't need me here. Yeah, God, that was just so funny. Did you get heckled pretty good from behind home plate when you played as a kid?
I did, and it was mostly from my dad, but it was like he was a goofball. Like he he would, oh my God, I'm saying all the stuff he would say that's probably not appropriate anymore.
Sure.
But he would just always just say stuff like, hey, Chris, make sure you're wearing your clean underwear. And then kids when you're 13, what the heck's that guy talking about?
What a goober.
Yeah, he'd also do the, who was it? It was big, no.
Which one?
Pedro.
Big dog.
He would do the hit the Coca-Cola sign, pick up check. He would say, like, with an accent, of course.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
See, I would get it from my mom, my dad, and my grandpa, where they would all, as you know, it's a symphony of choke up, make sure you step forward. Are you far enough back in the box? Scoot up in the box. Hold on, you need to redo your gloves. Like, just giving me all this advice. Like, make sure you step forward, put forward, don't pull, don't drop your shoulder. Where it got to the point one time I was in middle school, and they just done it the whole time I was playing baseball. I just went, can I get time? And I looked back and I went, shut up.
Nice. And
then I went and I laced a double.
Good job, Bill.
And then I was like, see? And then as soon as I stepped back in that box, you gonna choke up? You gonna step forward? You gotta make sure your weight back? I was like, oh, God damn it.
I don't over there earmuffs. Not listening to you guys.
Man, so I was the complete opposite. So I had Jake Fraley's parents, but they didn't have Twitter yet for my parents to do that shit.
Yeah, I had the Don Rickles father for tying stuff back. My dad would always try to get zingers in.
Oh, Dave Rickles?
Dave Rickles.
Dave Rickles playing those backyard shows?
Mm-hmm. Actually, my dad actually plays guitar.
What? Really?
Does wedding stuff.
No way. Leather bracelets?
Yeah.
Damn. That's cool. I finally got to meet Dave. Okay. Okay, now it's going to get bad again. So, look, last week was monumentally bad. It was the week before, the O's sweep week. Okay.
Yes.
165, 202, 277 with a weighted runs created plus of 28 for the entire team. Negative 1.2 WAR. This week, 241, 338, 362. Okay. With a 10.5% walk rate and an 18.4% K rate. Those are both increases in the right direction on both of those stats. But it was still not enough to win more than one game.
No. Bad.
You look at the entire season, the Reds are considered 18th in all of baseball. Okay? The Reds need to be top 10 in offense for this to work. That's just the bottom line. Overall for the year, they're 26th out of 30. Okay? Again, 18th offensively last week, but overall for the year, 26th out of 30. 16th in runs, 17th in RBIs, 4th in strikeouts, 29th in average, and 20th in home runs. The good news is they lead the league in strikeouts, and they're 7th in walk rate.
Lead the league in stolen bases.
Yes.
Not strikeouts.
Oh, that's what I fucking meant.
Yeah.
I saw SB. I wrote it myself.
Well, we keep saying all the negative stuff, so it seemed about right.
It seemed about right. But the good is they lead in stolen bases. The Nats are like 3 or 4 behind them. And they're 7th in walk rate.
Well, that is the good thing, and they are trending in the right direction. And you're asking, how do we fix this? We were talking a little bit before this. I am kind of thinking that you start looking around for a couple outfield bats to have. Just something to pad the numbers here, because just looking back where we were last year, I just keep thinking 2 games.
Yeah.
That's all that separated us. And you start thinking, like, what does that equate to? Does that equate to, that comes down to a couple pitches. It comes down to a couple innings, a few runs. And if there's any way that you can purchase a handful of runs to get you those couple games, because this is the window of opportunity is still pretty large for the Reds right now to go into the playoffs. Although they have had a lot of injuries, there's still ways that we can make this work.
Yeah, and obviously the market is open. With Luis Arraez already going from the Fish to the Padres. People are listening. I know it's a little bit of a jumble right now, but there's a handful of teams where you look and and you go, they're selling. And I'm with you to buy that. I think also you might want to give it a couple more weeks. See if Willie B heats up. See if you can put Rake in there to extend an extended period to hit against lefties. And see if this does start to happen, if the trend starts to go in the right direction. Because about this time last year is when Will Benson started to heat up. We brought him back up from AAA. Now, one thing that we do need to remember with both of these guys, I think that, I hate to say this, and I'm not belittling them in any way, shape, or form. When we traded and got Rake Friedl from the Mariners, we were expecting a guy to be like a 4A player, floating between AAA and the majors, filling in, kind of a guy for a rebuilding piece. Will Benson was a hope and a prayer from Cleveland. We saw some nice things. If they don't turn it around and get it kind of figured out, they are expendable. Again, I see it. We all see it where it's like, yeah, but they have so much control and they have all this and this and it's inexpensive. But do you want to win now? Trade away one of those pieces plus someone from your farm system that you kind of like to win now? Kind of have to see where everything goes in the next couple weeks. And if it's all dependent upon if they can capture it again and get back to where they were.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's going to be a lot more things we're going to see happen in the next few weeks. So it'll give us a bit more clues to how we're going to have to approach this year, including the injuries and also just where we're at in terms of the division. But yeah, just kind of research your options at this point. But just know that this isn't going to – I imagine this is the low point for the season. I fully anticipate the Reds being above 500 at the end of the year. As well as I still think they're going to be, they're going to be a playoff contender. They are. Yeah. And I do see them making the playoffs, but it's going to take a lot of extra work and careful planning to get there.
Yeah, it's going to have to take some people playing out of their shoes for a couple weeks. And we just haven't seen it yet. We saw it last year where people would just catch and go. I mean, Steers started so hot and he's kind of leveled off. Last week he hit 263 and he homered last week, but he hadn't homered since the beginning of April. Yeah. So you're waiting for someone else to come up and catch and get it. And one of the things that we were waiting for was, people to come back. Well, right now, waiting to come back is going to be a little bit of a problem. TJ Friedl fractured his thumb. We don't know the severity, but we're going to have to guess at minimum 3 weeks. Maybe 4. Minimum.
Man, they said 10 days, but it's going to be at least 3 weeks for him to be back up at the Reds club.
Dude, there is no way that you fracture your thumb and you're back in 10 days. I just don't buy it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's more of them just being like, hey, if everything goes right, but also this feels better to say 10 as opposed to 25.
Right. They should just be honest right out the get, but you're absolutely right. And then they're just like, 25, put him on the 60. Like, that's just not how that works. And then CES confirmed right ulnar styloid fracture. That's 4 to 6 weeks. So maybe middle of June. So now you're back to, is he gonna get healthy from is he gonna hit again? Is he actually gonna get some lift on the ball to, okay, there was an old fracture and we waited and then it was a fracture and now they put him on the IL and then we're waiting until possibly middle of June to see him again?
Yeah, it's an absolute bummer, but hopefully when he comes back, that'll be like the key thing for him because he wasn't getting any lift on the balls he was hitting. He's hitting them hard, but just right to the third baseman pretty much every time.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of outs, a lot of hard outs. Another huge bummer. He wasn't really hitting, but hopefully when he comes back, he will, and this will be the remedy for why he wasn't being able to produce.
Yeah, I sure freaking hope so. I would have to think so because this is your ulnar, isn't it?
I think so, because that's the thing that I imagined was supplying a lot of that lift angle.
Yeah. You know what's really cool is we both have things right in front of us.
I think that actually might be the bottom because I think the radius?
The ulnar styloid process, also known as the ulnar styloid, is a bony projection at the end of the ulna or the wrist bone next to the pinky.
Right here. So there's some twist action there.
It is. Hold on. Right here.
There it is.
So this little guy.
Little juddy guy.
Huh. Learning something new. Oh, yeah. There's no. How are you supposed to get any type of lift? Dude, that's crazy. He must have been hiding that for so long.
Yeah, I'd love to hear more about that because there's no way you can have a fractured anything in your hand, wrist, as a professional baseball player and not realize something is not incorrect.
Exactly. And we all were looking at it like, he's starting to get some lift. Like, the way he was put in the ground, that explains everything.
It explains a lot. So hopefully this will make him a lot better. Hopefully this happening is a blessing in disguise that he's going to take some time off and just heal.
Absolutely. You just take a chill pill, jack it with the lefty. Just put this on ice. Put this one on your dick. Ice, dick. Ice, dick. Ice, dick.
Pretty
right?
med.
Doctors, baseball science. And then also we got some reassuring news from Matt McLain. He has started throwing. Yay! But he's not allowed to start swinging for 6 more weeks. Boo.
But this isn't anything we didn't anticipate.
No.
Him getting back in August is a hope and a prayer.
A big hope, big prayer. That also means he's going to have to do a ramp-up period, make sure he's 100%. So you're looking at middle of August at best. It's okay. Let's just run this down really quick. The guy that was supposed to be your power hitting first baseman was hiding an injury for a couple weeks and was dog shit, and now he's hurt. He's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. Okay. And then TJ Friedl, who was your leader in WAR last year, came back for 5 games, 6 games, got hurt again, and is going to be out for at least 3 to 4 more weeks. And then your number 2 in WAR, who was amazing at second base, Matt McLain, is going to be out till the middle of August.
Unreal. I mean, that is literally 1, 2, 3 in the batting order, like usually.
Sure.
And then, Friedl, leadoff hitter, center fielder, Matt McLain, strong up the middle there, usually number 2. Yeah, you couldn't draw it up to be this much worse.
And don't forget, Novi Marte, who was supposed to be the everyday third baseman, where we were like, how are we going to shuffle all these guys around, isn't back till June 26th.
To be back to where we were in the first handful of podcasts this year to talk about it, I wish we had those problems of juggling people.
Yeah.
Now we are learning names of people we shouldn't know at this point. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Where we were like, man, we have so much infield depth. It's now like, thank God Santiago Espinal has been in for 3 games and has actually hit and provided a little bit.
Thank God we held on to Christian Fairchild. Did not imagine saying that.
Who?
Yeah, Fairchild.
You said Christian Fairchild.
Oh, I did. Stewart. Stewart.
Sorry,
See, I
have to give you shit.
You have to, dude. I fuck up names all the time.
I know, it's one of my favorite things is to be like, excuse me? So, it's not great. But at least there's, here's some positives.
Oh, the Reds are up.
The Reds, hell yeah.
2-1.
How do we do this here? Tyler Stevenson reaches on a fielding error by Kevin Newman.
Spencer Steer doubles.
There we go.
Ellie got on with the walk.
Oh, Will Benson struck out. Santiago Espinal singled.
How about
He's been on a little heater.
He has been.
A little bit of a heater.
Get it, dude. Get it, Santiago.
Don't forget, he was an all-star in 2021.
Wow.
Or 2022. Please hold while I give you that information. Santiago Espinal. He was an all-star in 2022. I mean, he could. He started to get comfortable. So there you go. That's one guy who can play second and third, where we're like, hey, can you give us a little bit of a run? Mm-hmm. Another guy to look at, can you give us a little bit of run to take over the spot for McLain and give us some depth where you don't have to play Stuart Fairchild all the time, and you give this guy a shot. I don't know. You're only your best hitter in AAA all of last year. in Jacob Hurtubise.
Hurtubise.
The Buzz Boy.
Yeah, going out there in a bee costume.
In 36 games last year at AAA, in his bee costume, he had a .537 on-base percentage.
All right.
That's pretty cool. If you can come close, anywhere close to that.
Yeah, man. We need you. If you can make that happen, that's all we're asking.
Yeah, just come anywhere close. Like 400 would be cool. You know? No, but seriously, if he's like, comes up and he's like 360, 355, 360, fucking spot on, dude.
Yeah, man. You're setting
on
the curve.
Yeah, you're getting on. He's fast, boy. He's fast as fuck, boy. You know, you're kind of replacing what you're missing with DJ Friedl. Okay. And then Mike Ford has a full major league contract. I think we touched on this a little bit last week, but I was having my Jordan flu game. If you look at his 2019, I understand that is 5 years ago, but 12 home runs in 50 games. And then you look at his 2023, his age 30 season, in 84 games in a not hitter-friendly ballpark in Seattle, 16 home runs. 34 RBIs. Those are decent numbers.
Yeah, that's someone to at least plug a hole in the lineup, and he looks comfortable at the plate. So the first handful of games, he's got a dinger. Serviceable. Hey, you're doing good so far.
Yeah, like you said, he already has a homer in not that many plate appearances. He's got one home run in 16 plate appearances. Okay.
All right.
Great. This is some hope, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
We got some hope.
We have hope. And also in 2023, he had an WRC plus of 123. Look, like I said at the top, you can either go, we are screwed, pack it in, season's over. All these injuries, it's over. Or you can look at the bright side and go, well, we are pitching a lot better than we were last year. Our bullpen is a lot better than it was last year. Wait a minute. You're telling me that we just need guys who have hit before to start hitting again? That gives me some optimism, man. 142 games left, and you're telling me Will Benson just completely lost it? I don't think so. You're telling me Jammer's going to be as bad as he was to start the season? Clearly not. He's heating up. So we all need to just pack in, look forward, just start winning some series. It's a long season, and there's a lot that can change. And we saw it last year. Because last year we were sitting here going, man, this team is bad. We got a lot of guys coming up. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I feel good, even though things aren't looking the greatest right now. I do have confidence in this team. And yeah, we just need to start stringing some wins together. There's been a lot of positives. The pitching has been doing pretty good, and they still have opportunities to get better. Offense, I think, is clicking a bit more, even, with the new people we had to bring up. So, yeah, 142 games left. No reason to panic.
None whatsoever. And who knows? Hurtubise could go off.
You don't know.
Who knows? Maybe, it doesn't work out and you have to call up Blake Dunn. Maybe he goes off. Rake continues getting better and better, and he keeps getting on and getting over and getting in. And Will Benson tags him and just gets hotter than a pistol for the rest of May. Because here's something kind of crazy. By the time we're recording this, and we're in the bottom of the third, the Reds are 7 games back from Milwaukee. That sucks. That sucks. I mean, again, that's, 2 series in a game. Maybe a 4-gamer in there too. But then you look at the wild card. And it's, again, my watch says it's May 13th. And the Reds are 3.5 back of the wild card. With 142 games to go, people, we're going to be okay.
It is all right. It is totally within our control.
To just let them go on a run. Because they can do it. They have the talent. It just needs to wake up. And it's going to happen.
I agree. They're going to get better.
Dude, They're getting better. We're getting better. Let's look at what we got coming up. And this kind of hurts what we were saying. Okay. 3 at Arizona. Yikes. And then 4 at the Dodgers. Yikes. Off day Monday. And then home against the Padres, home against the Dodgers, home against the Cardinals, and then to close out the month at Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a rough little stretch there, but hey, get your hacks in there, try to do what you can, and play good baseball. You guys are familiar with playing ball. Make it happen.
Make it happen. Here's the deal, man. Yeah, guess what? The Dodgers will probably win 100 games this year. That also means they have to lose 62. How about you put a couple up on there for those guys, huh?
Exactly. Why can't we take some from the Dodgers?
Come on. We did it last year. We did it the year before. Look, anybody can get hot at any time. Now it's the time. Now the present is better than ever before. Mm-hmm. I think that's how that saying goes. No better time than the present.
There we go. We nailed it.
Hot dogs.
From heaven.
From heaven. So yeah, man, am I concerned and a little panicky? Of course. I want them to be better. But have I acknowledged to myself that this is a long season and not to overreact from daily minutia? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And we're all irritated that we don't have all the people up here that we would like. But hey, this is still a great ball club. We're in a great spot here, and there's still plenty of games left to be played.
Yep. And look, I like the 2 of the 3 matchups pitching-wise for us against the Snakes. Ashcraft against Montgomery. I don't like Montgomery. He's a lefty. The Reds hit like shit against lefties. Then you've got Hunter Green against Ciccione again. Cicerone. No, you know what? We need to do a check on his hands all the time, because that guy's handling some pepperoni out there, getting some slick on that ball.
Absolutely. Some Capicola on those fingers.
Hey, man, is that prosciutto in your back pocket?
No. He's got your no on it.
He's got your no on. He's gabagooling.
He's gabagooling.
He's gabagooling. And then to finish it out, it is Abbott versus Fat. Brandon Fat.
Yeah, okay.
So only have to face one lefty, so that helps. If they can win 2 out of 3, let's go.
Absolutely. Just get the bats going, man. Just remind them that they can actually play, that they're good baseball players.
Exactly. Just a little smack on the tush.
Exactly.
Smack on the tush. And then we go out to LA, and it's Lodolo, Frankie, Ashcraft, Hunter Green. So let's pull out some dubs. And while they're pulling out dubs throughout the week, let's round third and head for home, shall we? What do you got?
I'm going to be watching Billy record on the 25th at Commonwealth Sanctuary, and then Future Science that Sunday on the 26th.
Yes.
At Motor Pub. Come check that out.
Yes. May 25th, I will be recording my second stand-up comedy album. And then on May 26th, I'm going to Future Science. So 2 great back-to-back days. Please buy tickets. Please come out. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. Thank you to Sports Drink for posting the audio of this podcast. We appreciate it. Thank you to In the Clutch. Go to intheclutch.com. Promo code NASTYBOYS, all caps. Check out this. This is pretty cool. This is from In the Clutch. Go do it up. Make it happen. And also, thanks for letting me back into the fart dungeon after having to isolate last week with being sick.
Oh, yeah. Almost had to ice you back here, too. We had to put you in the fart corner for a real hot minute before we started here. But always glad to have you back.
It's always good to be back. And I've told people this for years. Whenever you go into a space, always establish a fart corner.
You have to.
It's very needed.
It's the gentleman thing to do.
Yes, even outdoors.
Excuse me, where's the fart corner?
No. Oh, you don't ask. You just establish it yourself.
It's over here now.
I have claimed this to be my fart corner.
Southwest wing.
Oh, well. And thanks to you for watching and or listening. And as always, go Red Legs.
Go Red Legs.